everybody to a first look at the game Path of Motus, a combination of puzzle and platforming where people will be building or solving very unusual bridges, as you can see right here, with a mix of platforming where you'll be using your words to stop literal trolls from blasting you, unlike right there. This was designed by Michael Hicks, and I spoke to him on a email interview that should be going up around the time of this video. There should be a link to it somewhere by now. But he wanted to build his games around specific themes. This one is about bullying, as well as kind of an introspective look at growing up. And like you've seen so far, the core gameplay loop is built on two aspects. You have the platforming that takes you throughout this magical forest where Motus is trying to find his place in life and goes through basically being a child, teenager, and adult. And then you have the bridge building aspects, which is the challenge of trying to create these bridges built on specific conditions. At the start of the game, the nodes are on the simplistic side. You just drag the lines, and you just have to meet how many node lines have to be connected to each spot. And even though it starts out simple, it can get a lot more complicated, as you can see right here. And there's also some bonus puzzles that kind of twist the rules as well. But if you're expecting advanced or more elevated elements, from what I've seen of the Path of Motus, and I played all the way up to the adult area, the puzzles themselves don't really change. You're going to be still doing this same kind of puzzle from beginning to end, along with the platforming, which in of itself does become puzzle-like in some areas, as you are trying to get around the people using your words. While you can be killed, as you can see there, or as these guys are getting wiped out, oh, there I go, you have infinite lives, and the game checkpoints very quickly. But the idea is that you use the same word to kind of block their own attack, and then as long as any other words hit them, it will kill. If you look at that note, or that little line above the Y, that means that guy kind of has two attacks. But the weird thing is that some enemies will respawn, and they'll respawn endlessly. I actually had a see me just doing that constantly, while other ones will die after one hit. And the platforming is okay. Again, don't be expecting Super Meat Boy levels of craziness here, but it can be challenging in terms of trying to deal with these guys. Some of them will just talk to you or say, try to hurt your feelings. The green ones seem to block all shots unless they come from another character. But here's me trying to shoot my way through there. And I think this is a part where I got stuck at quite a bit. Let's see. You can see he's trying to do a double shot here. And it will take a minute or so for me to actually figure this one out. But again, due to the fact that you essentially have infinite lives, it's okay for it to be a little bit on the challenging side. But, as I said at the start, I think the one thing that may hurt the Path of Motus is that it doesn't really evolve all that much over the course of playing. I'm basically solving these puzzles the same exact way, they're just getting a little bit harder. There's no sense of mechanic growth as we saw in games like the Swapper, or the Talos Principle, or the aforementioned Braid. The game, I believe, is also a bit on the short side, with only 3 paths or 3 different ages to go through. It took me about, I think, like 40 minutes to an hour, and that was with me kind of exploring as well, to get to the final age. But this game was definitely designed to be more than the sum of its parts. With its design, again, its topic on bullying, and even that introspective look at growing up. While you can hear it somewhat in the background, the music is very fitting. It has a haunting tone to it, and sometimes you'll hear whispers like "stop playing the game" or "give up" or something like that. But all in all, I like the Path of Motus. It may not be a immensely big puzzle game, but if you're looking for something a little bit different, and it has a nice visual and audio style as well, I would say give it a check. And be sure to read my interview with Michael, that is linked as well as down below, where we talk more about his puzzle philosophy with this game and just with game design in general. And I'd also like to thank him for giving me a press key to check out. So, thank you so much for watching this first look at the Path of Motus. If you're working on your own game that you'd like me to look at in the future, please don't hesitate to get in touch, but check back for daily discussions on game design here, and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Until our next spotlight, have a great night. Before we get to the credits, just a quick shout out to the supporters over on patreon.com/GWBycer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to check back for our regular streaming, most nights at 9:30, 10 EST, and you'll find a schedule linked down below. For a collection of my writings as well as audio casts on design, you'll find that at game-wisdom.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at GWBycer. If you're interested in hanging out and talking about game design topics, we have a Discord channel with the basic tier open to everybody, and that is linked down below as well. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, it is at patreon.com/GWBycer. Your support can help to keep things going and growing, and you can earn rewards such as ad-free versions of our talks, votings for our specific Let's Plays and grab-bag streams, and more. But that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. I hope you come back for more great discussions on design here and on GameWisdom.com, where we examine the art and science of games.